we will still be killed. So why just sit back and wait for these guys to come and, lay siege on us, kill us on top of our hunger? Let's just go to this community and see if we can beg for mercy, at least for food. They see that we're leprous, they'll let us leave and everything. And they decided to go. And as they were going on their way, bells were ringing, bagang, bagam, bagang, bagam. And the God of Israel at the time allowed for the Philistines, to hear the bell as though it was chariots of horses, coming from the Israel's camp to them. And they fled. And that's how these 4 lepers saw plenty food, nobody around. Went back, told their people, the Israelites, say, come on, our people that were supposed to kill us, they have run away. But yeah, come on, let's take over these good things here. I believe, right? I believe that's the same thought line that some of these persons we know, had when they said, you know what, I'll just leave the shores of this country. And some have picked the US. And now, what will be their fate? Because we hear that, is it about 3,000? Okay, I'm trying to get the figure now. Right, I'll get the figure. When I get the figure, I'll put it out. Okay, so 90 Nigerians in the United States of America, they're facing deportation due to Donald Trump's crackdown on illegal immigrants. And according to a document that I saw that was compiled by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Mexico and El Salvador top the list of nations facing the most deportation with 252,044. That's for Mexico if you like. And for El Salvador, they have 203,822 respectively. Now, Italy has 2,634 deportees, while Colombia has 12,344. The Nigeria in Diaspora Commission, as NICOM, hasn't really received any official deportation as of yesterday when the reports came out from the US yet, but they are ready to welcome Nigerians deported from the USA. The federal government has set up, an interagency committee that is poised to handling the matter should Nigerians be deported from the US within our own territory. Well, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, was quoted as disclosing or to saying that 137 victims of trafficking were intercepted. 828 foreigners were repatriated by the Nigerian Immigration Service in 2024. The government has implemented measures to modernize border operations and immigration systems. Including integrating Nigerian passports into the International Civil Aviation Organization Public Key Directory, as well as establishing a centralized visa approval center of deportees, as well as the impact on their families and communities. That's what I want us to talk about. The impact on the family of these deportees and even the community from whence they came. It also highlights the need for international cooperation to addressing the root causes of migration and promoting sustainable development. But the discourse on deportation of Nigerians from the USA raises some very, severe or human angle concerns that needs to be addressed. But then, I don't know what you think, but to my mind, right, for persons who have gone through thick and thin, gone through the camel's eye, gone through the needle's eye, gone through the bull's eye, made it through the seas, the land, the deserts and all of that, and they got into their dream country, well, for the sake of gaining greener pastures and all of that. They got to the USA, and for some reason, not because they're fomenting, sometimes it's not because they are troublemakers, but just because they've not been able to get papers, and then they come back to square. If I say square zero, wouldn't I be fair now? Because it is believed that before they left, they were at square maybe 5 or square 2 or square 0. So now they come back with nothing, absolutely nothing. How do you think that we can integrate these ones, brothers and sisters, back into the society? How do you think? Because it's like coming back to a place that you used to know but has changed a lot, and you seemingly lack the wherewithal to start afresh. Some people think starting afresh is very easy. Starting afresh is never easy. I tell you, if you've started something, you take it to the top. Starting is like building. You're building it again from the scratch. That's what it is. Some people even go into depression that they never come back from. Because the whole idea of, oh my goodness, where am I starting from? Is this real that I've left where I was before? I'm here, I'm back here, I'm back. Oh Lord. And then you would have family pressure. Oh, this is how you left and you came back with nothing. Oh wow, you should be proud of yourself. Clap for yourself. And those that probably had warned them from going outside at the time would have said, "See, I said it. I warned you. You didn't listen. Now look at where you are now. Are you not back? Did you come with the gold and silver? Did you come?" It's really crazy. But how do you feel that these ones can get your lives back? How do you also feel? What do you think should be the attitude of their family if they still have any left in the country? What role should the community also play in this regard in absorbing them back? So I'll just open the phone lines now, because I really want to know your thoughts on this one now. 0907 353 0044 is that number to call. Now the other number would be 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number, we accept the voice note, we accept your WhatsApp message. All right, so you can just get onto the WhatsApp portal number now and let us know how we can indeed face this challenge, because it's a challenge. 0909 705 4450. That is the WhatsApp portal number, right? That you can also engage in and give us your thoughts, in this regard. As much as the conversation is all about this, there are still some Nigerians who have the thoughts of, hey, the same thing will carry you come out. The issue don't double now. Now we don't come back. Us we have been even trying lobby for 1 or 2. Now we won't come give you chance. That's just on one side, right? The other side would be many times again, sometimes we see that some of those who have been deported, from these other countries for one reason or the other, they seemingly get to find their feet easily when they do come back. I mean, especially in terms of the government taking over and saying, you know what, we know that it's pretty hard for you to regain yourself in the country now. Now that you've lost a lot, we cannot imagine what you've been through when you got outside and still you got deported. You're back to the country now. Let's enroll you, put you in skill acquisition, and you see quite a number of them get into skill acquisition, maybe tailoring, becoming seamstresses or fashion designers and all of that. And the irony of it is the unemployed youths who are looking for such an opportunity in Nigeria and don't have the wherewithal to get these access might now begin to say, okay, it seems like it's a lucrative thing to do now. Just risk your life, go outside. If you don't have the papers, right? Try to see if you can have it. But if you don't have it before you're being nabbed and you're deported, maybe then you'll be taken seriously. And there's a way that the social construct also gets to handle people like that. To some, they have a very bad experience. To others, it's a celebration. It's a celebration. where everybody wants to assist you, everybody wants to help you one way or the other because they want you to tell them the stories. How did it go? What was it about? What was it like? There are some concerns that we must take into consideration. One of such would be the fact that, these people have been long separated from their families. I mean, the deportation of Nigerians from the U.S. has led to family separation as individuals may be forced to leave behind their spouses, I said that before, children, even other family members, and it can really cause a psychological breakdown, right? And cause an emotional trauma, as well as distress, particularly for children who may be separated from their parents. Now, the emotional and psychological, impact of family separation can be long-lasting in many cases, and it may affect the well-being of even family members, right? But then, if you also look at some other aspects now, the economic hardship, right? This deportation can also lead to economic hardship for individuals and families, as they may lose their source of income and struggle to survive in a new country. So the economic impact of deportation can be significant, particularly for individuals who have built their lives and careers in the USA, especially since we're looking at the USA. So for some of them who have they've gone through hell, if I may, and somehow they're surviving. Maybe they already have a handwork, maybe they know how to make people's hair, but because they don't have the papers just yet, they have to do that hidden, and somehow they are found out, they're nabbed, and they're brought back. It poses a real problem. How do you think our attitude should be to these ones, right? Should they be deported, back to our country? And what do you think could be the measures that should be put in place to ensuring that these ones are reabsorbed into the country? Because in the first place, they're still our brothers and our sisters, right? Circumstances is what is responsible for what the situation is at the moment, right? There's a personal story of someone whom I know, and while we engaged in the discourse, he said he came back, also like that, deported and everything. He said that I asked him, I said, if you were to choose, going back and still remaining here, what would you choose? And his answer amazed me. He said, considering what I've seen, I would still choose to go back. Now, I had a discourse with another person who was also deported, not recent deportation now, I'm talking about for the past years. And this one shocked me, because this one said, I will stay, because now I understand better. So I probed on. I said, what do you understand better? He said, I understand better the fact that there's no place like home. I'm back now. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'll be here. I'll do my best. I have seen certain things that I could do. My eyes are open now. So it makes me wonder whether these two people, did they also face the same reality, or they were just different realities? I don't know. But as soon as they got back, one said, I would love to go back if I had the opportunity. Another is saying that now my eyes are open, I would just rather stay. It's not just worth it. Because every now and then I have to look above my shoulders, just to scamper for safety. Sometimes on the roadways where you sleep, you've got to be careful and all of that, because even your skin color is another angle to it. I mean, there's a lot going on. So the emotional trauma is almost unending in this regard. So coming back to the country, Nigeria, what should be our attitude in receiving these ones? All right. Well, I understand from all indication that there's a little bit of laxity going on with the phone lines now, but it's being fixed. But then the only way we can know that the phone lines are fixed and better would be when you call in, because that way we can test, what has been fixed. Everything has to be tested and approved. 0907 353 0044 is the number for you to call. The other number is 0908 766 8888. All right, let's take this call now. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, that's a miss though. All right, so I gave you two numbers and I'm giving you the third number right about now, and that would be 0909 705 4450, and that would be the WhatsApp portal number. Let's talk about the reintegration of Nigerians who have been fated to be deported back to Nigeria from the United States of America. What will be their fate? And what should we do? What can we do to ensure that we got it rightly this time, and see to it that everybody is given a fair, space to operate. But we'll just take this one here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good day, my brother.
Yes, good morning, GB.
My name is GB.
Yes, where are you calling from?
I'm trying to get your understanding what you are asking us.
Right.
How should we receive them?
Yes. What will be the fate of Nigerians deported from the USA?
Nobody pursued them.
Okay.
They went to a greener pasture, which is allowed. Right from the Bible days, people are migrating from place to place. I don't know what I'm saying. Migration is part of human life. So if they migrated illegally, and that will brought them back, I advise them to make it legal and go back to what they want to do. What are doing there? If they feel that place is better than here, they are not concerned. I'm telling you, I will not leave this country to migrate to anywhere. And the reason are many. Then as somebody said, he said he has now known that home is better. There's nowhere like home. I'm telling you, no place like home.
Right.
If in Nigeria here, I want to make money in Nigeria and go and spend over there and go and enjoy myself over there, go for leisure. That's why that place is meant for. Let me tell you something here. In Nigeria here, as a tenant, if you don't have money to pay for rent, you can beg your landlord and say, landlord, give me more time. Some tenants in Nigeria, they don't pay the year rent until the other year is coming. The year is not allowed. You pay for monthly, and by the second day, third day of the next day, if you don't pay, you find your note outside. No court that can stop that. Let me tell you something. It's here, you have the leverage. You can accommodate ourselves. Over there, everybody is on its own. You struggle. So make it over there, as I was told, which I confirmed, you have to work like 14 hours in a day to have a saving. If you work less than that, you work to survive, to live, not to feed yourself, clothe yourself, and go, not to save. To save, you have to work extra about 14 hours. Then for you to survive and have that, it takes time. Here now, I'm an engineer. I'm into my career. If I travel today to US, to England, nobody recognizes me as an engineer. I have to go through their own rudiments of certification, a lot of things, and I have to survive. I have to feed myself in that period. It may take like 2 or 3 years. So I have to resort at my age to do menial job, watching plays like I could not do in Nigeria, treating the streets, watching dead body, the security man, no, for where? So I better remain in Nigeria and struggle this out and fight it out. If that when I can make it in Nigeria, I can make it. That's my spirit. If what is his name? If the president can leave US and become a senator in government in Nigeria, why am I going to US again? Let's stay in Nigeria and make it what to be. Let me tell you, look at the billionaires in Nigeria. They never left this country for another country. Make your research and discover it.
Okay.
Leave the billionaires in Nigeria and tell me the one that this is when they come back from abroad that became a billionaire. They start from the scratch and they maybe like and make it. So
okay,
if I want to take and go, they go legally. You don't go legally, they will send you back. And coming back, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you anything. You on your own.
Okay, GB.
They don't owe you anything. Thank you very much.
GB says we don't owe you anything. But then some Nigerians will say, hey, shouldn't we just be very compassionate now? I mean, anybody could be a member of your family, could be your brother, your sister, right? How do you even get to look at your brother or your sister and say, I don't owe you anything? You were the one who decided to go when there was an understanding that, look, I'm going there because of you, not just because of me, right? But we'll just head out, take a quick breath right now and breathe. Okay, I mean, the president already said, well, let's breathe, let the poor breathe. Okay, so we breathe, and when we do come back from the breathing, session, well, I will indeed take your message. Abaz, I see your message already via the WhatsApp. I'll bring it, I'll bring it on board in a short bit. Well, this is the General Open Banter, and we are still looking into matters that concern what will be the fate of Nigerians deported from the USA. Don't go away.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
Hello and welcome to Uber Pinnacle City, Lugbe, where dreams take flight. I am here with Mr. Franklin, a representative from Uber Properties. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.